Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks win their first playoff series since 2011, since the time Dirk Nowitzki was in the team. And Luka Doncic just came back. He just did his thing: 24 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Man, he did everything in this game. He was everywhere. Offensively, defensively, he was everywhere. They won this game by 2 points, 98-96. And the Jazz just made the Dallas Mavericks make history. Honestly, this is a team that the Jazz are the team that they're just gonna let you down. That they're not gonna make it past the second round or even the first round in this case, and it's just depressing being a Utah Jazz fan, because you always have to lower your expectation every upcoming season, because you just know the team is just gonna fold and capitulate at every turn. Because you can see right now they were beaten by the Dallas Mavericks in a very like unexpected way. I was expecting them to make it past them and match up with the Phoenix Suns. Okay, we know that the Dallas Mavericks or the Utah Jazz, it's going to be a tough assignment matching up with a team like the Phoenix Suns, because the Phoenix Suns have been dominating this whole season. But the Jazz were expected to win. Because they're not expected to win, but by their fan base that has been following them, they're expecting them to make it past the second round and potentially make the conference finals. But this year it wasn't the case, because they've lost in the first round. They got bounced in the second round by the Clippers when they blew a 3-2 series lead to them. Rudy Gobert got exposed again in this series. Jalen Brunson was just cooking him. This time I saw he just spinned him around. Luka Doncic, Luka Magic, whatever you want to call him, just came in and just took over and just did everything he had to do to will the Dallas Mavericks to win their first series since 2011, when the last time they won was in the finals. And since then, the Dallas Mavericks, they lost to the Clippers. They lost to the Clippers in 6 games in the bubble. 2021, they lost to the Clippers again in the first round. It's funny how they matched up with the Clippers twice. But this season is going to be different, because at least they're going to make it past the first round and make it to the second. Potentially may push the Phoenix Suns to at least 6 to 7 games. But worst case scenario, 7 games or 6 games. Depends on how they're going to come out. But I'm not sure the status of a guy like Luka Doncic or Devin Booker, how they are health wise, but they should be cleared to play and play all 7 games if it goes down to 7 games. But I'm actually not surprised by the fact that the Jazz have not made it past the first round. It's expected. Donovan Mitchell has just been in a roster that they have been just blowing leads. Donovan Mitchell is actually the guy that, he has done everything. He's done everything for this organization. Rudy Gobert just gets exposed as a very good rim protector, but gets exposed as a very poor perimeter defender, because his size. He can get easily blown by small guards. You can see him in highlight reels all over YouTube, just getting embarrassed by the likes of a CP3, Luka Doncic, recently in the last postseason, Terrence Mann, and the Jazz, man. I mean, it's just this is just it for them, just making the playoffs. And even if you try to have some hope that they can do something in the postseason, this is the result that you're gonna getting beat in 6 by the Dallas Mavericks this season. So it's just sad to see talent like a Donovan Mitchell just year in year out just stay in that roster, say that he wants to be loyal to that roster, and yet every postseason is just a disappointment. And it's unfortunate that he signed that extension. Okay, he has to grab his bag, but at this point, sometimes you just have to make a decision. Just tell the organization to trade you, or just sit out the whole season so that they can force you to. This is that they can trade you again. They trade you to another team. Oh yeah, so the Mavs just won this series, and it's just great to see them make it past the first round because I mean they pushed the Clippers in 2020 to 6 games. They got knocked out in the first round in the second time they met the Clippers in the 2021 postseason. Um, Things didn't go the Dallas Mavericks way as they were able to push the Clippers to 7 games. Although they were up 3-2 in the series, potentially they could have closed it out in Game 6 last postseason. They were not able to as the Clippers just came in and won back to back Game 6 and Game 7. So um, them making it past the first round is actually great because we have yet to see what Luka Doncic can do in the postseason, and also just having that postseason experience under the belt, it's actually very important for him. So for the Jazz fans, I mean, you expected this. I mean, it's expected for them to just capitulate, and there's nothing you can say about that. So I just feel sad for Donovan Mitchell having to play with that roster. You know, Joe Ingles is no longer on the roster. I mean, he's with the Blazers. They have Mike Conley. They have, Rudy Gobert. They have Royce O'Neal. I mean, every year, every season, whatever season they make it, it's just a disappointment for them. So that's all I got to say about that, man. I'm out.